This is the St. Johns County Real Estate Auction Report brought to you by Vanta Quality Assets. You can find us at vantallc.com. Investors welcome. Now, let's go to court. And at the auction, what we're going to do is we're going to go through this a little more quickly than usual, because I do have a news segment at the end. This is the first property. Went back to the bank at $61,000. Got the picture. Look at $61,000. It's 87% of the property value. Here's the property right here, and the property address is 9610 Light Avenue, Hastings. And we did wind up, by the way, with one property. I'll show it to you as we go along. This particular property went for about 76% as opposed to this estimate value, excuse me. But and actually sold it, but it sold to who we call the Wolf Pack, second Wolf Pack. Woo! Yeah, there's quite a few Wolf Packs there. 1189 Salt Marsh Circle in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Nice home, beautiful community, nice property, got a lake, a stream in the back, or a river. It went for 76%. It actually sold for $445,200. You can see the reserve was the same as the plaintiff total. I knew this was going to sell, but we were not ready to buy this type of home. That's right here. And it's 228 River Island Circle, St. Augustine, Florida. And this is right by US 1. Small community. Sold for $107,000. Its estimate's $127,000. We let them have it. we didn't even touch this one. Someone bid $1 over. God bless you. Okay, next one. It's 298, and it's 1537 Remington Way, St. Augustine, Florida. This one did not sell. Went back to the bank. As you can see, the reserve was much higher, much higher than what you could sell it for. Now, this is the one we purchased. I know it's $31,000, and I know we're cheap when it comes to that. But look at the price. There was some issues with this home, but for the price, when we saw no reserve, we were all over it. It's 7815 Rusty Anchor Road, and at the very least, we could make a few $1,000 out of it after we fix it up. And this one canceled, but let me show it to you anyway. 16 Barracuda Place, Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Would have been a real nice purchase. Really would have been. Like the area, it's very nice, but unfortunately canceled. And in this particular property here, the bank got it back, but here I'll show you the property. It's 1000 Floral Park Drive. 1000 Floral Park Drive, corner lot. It's not that bad, and it's also treed, lots of woods on the side. That's really nice and private. I like that. The problem is, so did the bank. I asked way too much for it, and so went back to the bank at 100. And this particular property, we could not get any data off of. So there's nothing I could show you, but it did go back to the bank at $62,000. There were no reserves. And by the way, there was back and forth going on between one of the wolf packs that I guess got the data somehow. We weren't really too familiar with this property, and you know what? You can't be familiar with every single one. That's why you go to the auctions, because it's possible that others cannot be familiar with your property. This particular one sold to the wolf pack as well. The second wolf pack, we're one of them. 81% value as far as the estimate is concerned. Well, God bless them. Let me show you the property. And it is a nice little home. It's 905 May Apple Terrace, Jacksonville, Florida. And the home is right here, which is right here. So as you can see, Bell Branch, and actually it's there. It's not where the red is, okay? And yeah, you see 315, you see 332. You kind of get an idea of what's sold for what. Again, be very careful with Zillow. Very careful. Anyway, the estimate is in the 240s, okay? And it could be that could be a little bit, conservative. Could be. And the high bid was 201. So yeah, God bless you. As far as we're concerned, too much trouble in this house to be worth it. Anyway, that's all that she wrote for the auction. And next is the news segment. Stay tuned. And in other news, oh no, the FOMC forgot the word patient. This from Investment Research Dynamics. Listen to the reader's response. I'll read it for you. It says, Dave, you're right. This is Dave Kranzler. I just turned on Bloomberg TV, and every second word is patient. What a joke. I'd like to add an F-bomb in between that. Michael P., another one that's not very enlightened by the economic situation, says, this whole market is embarrassing. I concur 1,000%. The word patient. You know what it comes down to it? These people here, depicted in this picture, it says here's Grandma. That's actually Janet Yellen, Grandma. And the Federal Reserve Brain Trust. Ooh, look at all these brains. What's going on? What's going on with the economy? What's going on with banking, the interest rates, housing? Let's look. Let's see what the Brain Trust just did by omitting a word that the media was hyping so much, and that would be patient. This is unprecedented, ladies and gentlemen. This is the US dollar as of yesterday. Okay, look at this move. This is called the candlestick chart. Basically, it went from 100 all the way down to 95. We're talking Forex. We're talking the largest, most traded, high value market in the planet. It does, stocks don't, not stocks, US dollar does not move that quick, that hard, that fast, and that was done within a matter of seconds. So when you read statements like, this whole market is embarrassing, what a joke, and you see this, and then you see these people here that think they know what they're doing, but promulgate things like this drop within seconds, high frequency trading, algorithms. Let me tell you something. As an investor, I don't like this market. So I pull back. You know, I'll buy, we actually buy properties at, extreme discount, which is good. We like that. But that's as far as it goes. I have other interests that I'm holding back on, mainly because of these dudes. They're not doing the job. They haven't been in years. Let's look at housing starts. Oh, they plunged by 17%. Where do I get this from? Well, Fox Business. Ooh, Fox Business should know. It's suggesting that harsh winter weather in these regions slowed new residential construction significantly. Really? Have you looked at the chart? And I'm not going to even show it to you here, but look at the chart of lumber. Went way down. Let me tell you something. These regions, North, East, and Midwest, are not the only regions in the United States. And it wasn't harsh weather. It was the economy promulgated by these little dudes and Grandma. They don't know what they're doing. They react, they don't proact. And the answer is throw money at it. If it's a problem, throw money at it. Let's see what else these dudes are doing besides trashing my confidence in the economy. New jobless claims at 291,000, close to expectations. Of course, new jobless claims, revision after revision. Let me tell you about jobless. You got joblessness. You have people that can't pay rent. So forget buying homes to rent them out. You have people that can't pay a mortgage, so forget buying homes to sell because there's no jobs out there. Nobody's going to be buying. And with the dollar this high, still pretty high today, it's close to about 98. It's a little lower than that today. This is the one day after the fact. But when you see stuff like this, and you know, as an investor, even if I were a Chinese investor or a foreign investor, okay, I would look at this, and the dollar's so high, in my opinion, it doesn't really deserve to be this high at all. It's basically pegged against several currencies that are just falling like crazy. So the dollar is the cleanest dirty shirt in the laundry basket. That's why it's this high. Well, what do you think happens to real estate prices as an investor from outside the United States? Well, real estate prices are much higher. So there's less people buying. When it comes down to it, dear reader, we're cautious, very cautious, until, and I would love to see until these people are all out of a job, literally, until the system literally implodes and lets the free market, the true capitalism, take over. And the too big to fails, well, they ain't too big, and they are going to fail. That's true capitalism. Because as some very wise person said one time, and keep saying it, and I'm going to say it as well, this economy started falling after just a few words. Too big to fail. And so that's all I have to say, dear reader and listener and watcher of this report. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, bid well, no fear. And by the way, take your damn hats off. It's court. I thank you.